What's up, guys? Today we're going to be starting Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest. Um, I'm, I don't know how to, I guess I'm like cautiously optimistic because like here's the thing, like obviously like if you guys have followed my channel for a while, like I was a huge fan of Fairy Tale. Did a bunch of reactions to. I think I started with the Alvarez arc, the final arc. That arc left a sour taste in my mouth, that's for sure. Um, Especially coming after Tartaros, which to me is still like the pinnacle of fairy tale. Um, I don't know. I just there's just so many frustrating moments in Alvarez. We won't even touch on the Spring 12 and how there was so much potential with that group of villains. How they could have been the best group of villains, and whatever. We won't get into that. But anyway, I've been really curious about 100 Years Quest. The only thing I've really heard about this is that there's more dragon stuff involved with this, and that really piques my interest. So crossing my fingers, man, that we can get some good stuff with this, man. I'm excited because I haven't really heard people's opinions whether they think this is good or if it's bad or what. So I feel like I'm coming into this fairly fresh, and that's exciting. Um, so yeah, if you enjoy the reaction, please let me know in the comments below if this is something that you want to see me continue on the channel. Um, Without further ado, let's get into it. Um, all right, so you thought chapter 545 was the end, but a new adventure begins. Year X 63 or 633. Magic is no evil power. They must be protected, the mages. They must join forces. The first mage guild in the history of the world came into being. Weird. Okay, let's get into this. And then eventually I'll buy all the manga volumes, and so I can like show them up on screen and whatnot, because I don't like doing it off of a screen like this. Um, all right, and there's Max. These are the three mages that are joining Fairy Tale today. Nice to meet you. Oh, that girl's pretty cute. Here he goes. Dad, welcome to Fairy Tale. So this is Fairy Tale. So many people. Huh? Only three. We knew you wouldn't want things to get too crowded around here, so we narrowed it down to just three. I see. They're all plenty strong. Yeah, we can guarantee that. Oh, Jet and Troy got their ass beat, man. That's looks like they beat the tar out of you two in their ability test. Yep. Fresh meat. Don't bully them, Gajil. You've chosen the manliest of the manly guilds. Time to drink and sing and drink and eat and drink. That's mostly drinking, Kana. I hope we'll be friends soon, everyone. We're pretty relaxed around here. Friends, friends. Relaxed? Come on. You guys are the best guild out there. That's also another thing that I hope that this 100 Years Quest sequel kind of does, is that like I want to see these relationships like developed a bit, right? Like Gaju and like Gaju and Levy definitely like they not, I don't want to say like tied the knot, but they were like solidified as a thing by the end of the Alvarez arc. And like I don't know, I just hope that we get like more, of that sort of like those pairings of Juvia and Gray and Natsu and Lucy. Like I hope they're not just like they don't just beat around the bush. Like I hope they actually act like real couples now, you know? Like I hope we do get progression in that area. Um because it would add like a nice little twist to like how would Natsu, like how does that change Natsu's character if he's legitimately in a relationship with Lucy, right? I think that would be really really cool. Um all right. Number 1 in Fiore. The other guilds are crap. Fairy Tail's the best guild in the land. Give me a job, any job. I'll make Fairy Tail better, the best of the best. Man, this guy, I'm not getting good vibes from him at all. To be honest, I'm probably better than these two guys. And one day, I'll become Fairy Tale's Loxus. Thank you. You're getting on my nerves. Thank you. Um, and also, this isn't Hiro Mashima. Like Mashima's like storyboarding this, but he's not drawing. It's been a while since I've actually seen like the OG Fairy Tale manga, but like at least to what I can remember, this is looking like fairly similar. So no complaints on that front. That was probably like my biggest concern coming into this, knowing that this wasn't Mashima's art. I don't think, but so far it looks pretty good. Um. Oh, you're back, eh, Loxus? Like I was just like coughing on the floor. Don't look down on your allies, okay? Are you sure you should be the one telling him that? And we don't take kindly to the bad mouthing of other guilds either. You have no right to call yourself one of Fairy Tale's own. And that guy actually ran out. Good. Man. Who recruited that dunce? Was it you, Mira? Mira's crying. Yeah. That's actually a nice little callback. I forget the context to it exactly, but it had to have been like early Fairy Tale, like Phantom Lord. That there was like a similar situation like that. That people were like who put that together or whatever, and it like slowly like zooms in and like mirrors face, and then she just like breaks down crying because it was like her who did it or whatever. Um. Anyway, why did you lot choose to join Fairy Tale? This place is terrifying. Relax my ass. That's two you've scared off, Loxus. Not my fault. I I'm Toka. I've come because I want to be in Natsu's guild. Natsu. What's your relationship to Natsu? My relationship with Natsu? Not Natsu. My dear Natsu. My dear Natsu, my sweet darling. What? Oh, look at Juvia. Juvia, someone's stealing your spotlight. My dear Gray left me behind. Never mind. I remember it so clearly. Our fated meeting 1 year ago, when our guild had been dissolved. I was beset by bandits, and then he appeared before me riding a white stallion. No, a fire dragon, my Prince Charming. So Natsu was riding himself? I guess he actually is pretty popular, huh? Our Natsu. My. So wherever is my dear Natsu, my sweet darling? On work. Won't be back for a while. Huh? The job that no one has been able to complete since the founding of the Mage Guilds. The 100-year quest. Okay, so this girl is never going to see Natsu. um, Look, snow. Aye, sir. Also, that kind of sucks, right? That I feel like Juvia and Gagio are like the extended like group of that classic group of Urza, Lucy, Gray, and Natsu. Um, but man, I kind of wish that Gagio and Juvia came along for this. Anyway, look, snow, aye, sir. Even when it's so sunny out, how strange. This is light, not snow. It's magic. Uh, Ether Nano is coalescing in the crystals big enough for the eye to see. Oh, cool. Anyway, let's build a snowman. If this is magic, then he'll be a magic man, silly. This place is just that filled with magic. It's so pretty. Yeah, keep your pants on. God damn it. The oldest guild in the world, Magia Dragon. I suppose that we're getting close to it. Any minute now. In order to officially accept the 100 years quest, we've come to the continent Giltana. It's an unknown continent neither Alcatagia or Ishgar. Cool. Okay. This was another big thing that um I wish that Fairy Tale expounded on a lot more because like we were always in Ishgar, right? That's why I was so excited when we actually crossed the sea and went to a different country, and visited Alvarez. But then we immediately came right back. You know what I mean? Like I really wish that that arc would have been so much cooler if we actually stayed in that continent. I mean, obviously it made sense why it came over here, but like that was one of the things that was really missing from the original fairy tale, was that sense of like this being like, an actual like lived in world, right? Because we only really explored like one place throughout the entire manga. um so right from the jump, the fact that we are going to a new continent is like so exciting to me. um all right. Magia Dragon is said to be the world's first guild. I wonder what kind of dragon it's gonna be. I don't think there'll be one. It's just a name, dummy. Where's the fairy in Fairy Tale? Right in front of you. Mythical beasts are often referenced in the names of mage guilds. Sabertooth, Mermaid Heel, Lamia Scale. They allude to the legends that surround those creatures. Whoa, you're right. Kate Shelter, too. The 100 Years Quest is a legendary job that no one's ever completed. No one's completed it in 100 years. Actually, more. That's why they call it that. Yeah, let's see. This should tie in the guild arts, right? Even Fairy Tail's strongest mage guild arts. What's the 100 Years Quest all about? Can't tell you. Part of the deal. You gotta find out for yourself. Find out and enjoy the despair. The hell was that? You tried to be all cool and went by yourself. That's why you failed. I ain't gonna do that. I'm going with my friends. I won't ever despair. Ow, what the heck, old man? Payback for earlier, you brat. Wanna go, Guild Arts? Bring it. Cool guild, okay. So this is Magia Dragon. We're here. Look, there is a dragon. That's a statue. Say, you think there's still people in this guild? If there aren't, we won't be able to accept the quest. Let's go. There's Ether Nano inside the building too. Nothing else. No one's here. No, there's someone is here. Well met, 99th Heroes. Whoa. That's a nice looking dragon. A dragon. So this guild still lives? Um, I am Elf Elefsaria, the Dragon of Law. Fulfill my wish, ye mages. The giver of the 100 Years quest is a dragon. What's the nature of this undoable job? Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, very interesting. Once you kind of take into account like the sort of like stage, or like the, what happened to the dragons, and like we only had Acnologia and Metallicana, um and Visologia and Grandine and Igneo, right? Like we only had a few left, and then after Tartaros, they were gone, and only Acnologia was left. Um, but I mean, again, the fact that we are exploring like, you know the wider fairy tale world, that does open up the door to being like, okay, now we can actually introduce, for instance, like more god slayers, right? Now there's not just two god slayers anymore, right? What if there's more demon slayers out there? No, there are actual more dragons out there as well. um but of course, we haven't been able to find that out because we've been stuck on one continent the entirety of the series. So, I really feel like that's kind of what this opens up, is that like we are going to see so much new cool stuff, um, which is really exciting. Um, so yeah, man, I'm also really surprised at like, um, I guess how quickly we're jumping into this, right? Because like I'm not complaining, right? Because I was coming into this first chapter totally expecting this to be like the vibe of like how what the first, like, I don't know, like maybe like 15, 14 or so pages of this chapter was with what was her name? I already forgot the girl's name, but like those three Toka, which I should know that name because of Tokyo Ghoul, but um I was coming into this chapter expecting that it was just gonna be like that sort of vibe of like everyone drinking and partying, like the classic fairy tale stuff within the guild hall, just messing around before we actually get into the serious stuff. Like I was expecting the entirety of this chapter to be just that, and then the next chapter, then we actually get to the actual job at hand. Um, so I appreciate that. Like, no, we're essentially getting like right into it, which is really appreciated. Um, but yeah, I guess that's really it, man. Not too much else to say. I'm just gonna be really curious to see what this the fabled 100-year quest is, right? Because we know it's something that even guild arts couldn't do. Um, so what was it like what was so bad about this quest that made guild arts quit, right? He essentially said like I can't do this, and he came back home. So what is this quest that made Fairy Tail's strongest mage turn back, right? And knowing that's the case, how in the world is Natsu, Gray, Lucy, Urza, and Wendy going to be able to pull this off, right? If Fairy Tail's strongest mage couldn't do this himself, how can they, right? Um, so I'm really excited to see like the specifics of this quest laid out and what this thing actually entails next chapter, hopefully. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more Fairy Tail 100-year quest. Again, if you want me to continue this, let me know in the comments or just like this video. That will at least let me know that, okay, you guys are liking this and you guys would want to see this continue. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.